What is up guys, and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we will be discussing the 10 mega porn star deals. Now if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications on so you do not miss any further future uploads, and smash the like button if you enjoy the video as the video goes on. But without further ado, let's dive into our 10th spot. Coming in number 10, £1,200 of silver. Finally, the most expensive purchase in the show's history was aggravatingly simple. Raw precious metal. A visitor to the shop brought in £200 of silver. Purchased 12 years previously when the price was much lower, Rick paid about $111,000 for the mound of metal, knowing he could parcel it out himself for a healthy profit. Coming in number 9, the 1932 Lincoln Roadster. The luxury version of the Roadster came in for even more money than the custom one, but there was no way the Harrison family could pass it up. The immaculately maintained car cost Rick $95,000, and the owner happily traded the cash back to him for an equivalent amount of gold. Coming in number 8, the 1961 Gibson SJ Les Paul guitar. The third and final guitar on the list was previously owned by Mary Ford, the wife of Les Paul himself. She even co-wrote a number of massive hits with the guitar legend. The particular guitar would have been a rare and valuable instrument, even without the history behind it, but considering that it came from rock royalty, Rick had to pay $90,000 to get his hands on it. Coming in number 7, the 1941 Gibson SJ200 guitar. Another celebrity guitar makes the list. Thanks to Stephen Stills of Crosby, Still and Nash, the folk rock legend once owned the instrument, and the seller had an official bill of sale to prove it. With that in mind though, Rick paid an eye-watering $85,000 for it. Coming in number 6, the 1922 proof piece high relief dollar. The 1922 high relief dollar is frequently described as one of the rarest coins in American history, yet somehow a man brought it to Golden Gavel claiming to have won it in a poker game. He had some idea what it was, however, saying that he believed there were 12 of them or less left in the world, and that he wanted $20,000 for it. He ended up making far more, as Rick bought it in an expert that valued the coin between $50,000 and $100,000. Mercifully, he paid the man $80,000 for the ultra rare piece. Coming in number 5, we have the 1932 custom Ford Roadster. It is no surprise to see a car nearly 19 years old on the list. Rick haggled hard over the custom jet black Roadster, with his son Corey taking part as well. In the end, he managed to snap it up for $68,250, a sum that would have horrified motorists from the 1930s who paid around $300 for it. Coming in number 4, Rick was all in on rare coins when he attended a specialized auction in Atlanta, hoping to find a 1915 Panama Pacific Octagon gold coin. He had a buyer waiting to pay $70,000 for the piece, so it wound up being worth it for him to pay a staggering $67,500 for it. Coming in number 3, the 2014 Hertz Penske GT Mustang. Of course, cars are some of the most pricey items on the show, though they are usually classic cars. However, Rick paid quite a bit for a 2014 Ford GT Mustang, made in collaboration between Roger Penske and the rental company Hertz. Considering it was one of the first 10 of its kind, he was happy to pay $60,000 for the car. Coming in number 2, the JFK Cigar Box. One of the most historic items ever to pass through Golden Gavel porn was a cigar box that belonged to the President John F. Kennedy while he was in office. The box was on the president's desk in the Oval Office and even had a handful of cigars still in it. The shop paid $60,000 for it after considerably haggling, hoping they could make even more off the piece of American history. Coming in number 1, the Vic Flick's 1961 Fender Stratocaster guitar. It was brought to the shop by Vic Flick himself, a legendary studio musician who played the guitar riff on the James Bond theme. He confirmed that this particular instrument was used on historic recordings of songs by the Beatles and Tom Jones or Rick Harrison paid $55,000 for the guitar. Now guys, that is it for me. If you enjoyed the video and you learned something new, comment down below and smash the like button. But without further ado, I'll see you guys next time.